Hello everyone. Good morning.
Morning, sir.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning, Sai.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Shall we start our class?
Yes, sir.
Fine. So in our yesterday's class, we were trying to understand S3 and its concepts, right? The advantages and what is S3 and all S3 related things theoretically we discussed, right? Now today we are going to see practicals, lab session. Okay. How to use that S3, all those things we are going to see. Okay. Let's do it now. Simple, guys. Quick recap. S3 is a storage. It's just a storage, object storage, just like Google Drive. Okay, where you can keep any type of objects like documents, PPTs, PDFs, movies, songs, same like Google Drive. And it is not suitable to install operating system. Okay, fine. So in Google Drive, what you do, you create folder, inside you keep files, right? Could be MP3 files, MP4 files, PDF files, documents, anything, whatever, right? Each and everything is a file, right? Correct or not? Song is one file, MP3 file. Movie is one file, MP4 file. Okay, notepad file, Excel sheet file, each and everything is a file. Okay, so all those things we keep in a folder. But in S3, what we do, we create a bucket. Outer part should be bucket, outer part. Okay, so inside you can create folders. Inside you can keep objects. Here we call objects. Or directly you can keep objects inside bucket. Like that. So here three is bucket, folder, objects. Bucket name should be unique globally. Okay, just like email IDs. Okay. So it's unlimited. You can keep any amount of data. There is no limit. Apart from storage, we are getting many other advantages like versioning, replication, data replication, lifecycle management, classes, tiers, versioning, okay, ACLs, access control lists, and static website hosting. So many advantages that we are getting, right? All those things, transfer acceleration, all those things we have discussed theoretically in our yesterday's class. Now with this knowledge, today we'll jump into practical sessions. Now what I'll do, first I'll show you how to create a bucket. How to create a bucket. How to make bucket public. By default, bucket is private, no one can access. But then we'll see how to make it public. That means giving permission so that we can access from outside. Then how to upload an object. How to make object public. Okay, how to make object public. Then how to make again private. Then how to delete object and how to delete bucket. Okay, all those things we are going to see now. Okay, let's see all these things from there. Let me show you. So go to log into AWS account. So I need to console. Okay. Now go to services. Here under storage section, you can see S3. Okay, on S3. Now here, see, I don't have any buckets. Here we don't have any buckets. Let me create one bucket. See, very user-friendly options, guys. Here, by seeing this, you can understand. Create bucket, upload object, delete object, like user-friendly options. Click here, create bucket. Now give any name to this bucket. I'm giving test. Okay. Now try to create bucket. Click here. See, it is throwing an error. Why? Because what I said, bucket names must be unique globally. Correct? So test is so common name, someone might have already taken that one. Correct or not? If I want to create an email, test@gmail.com, no, that it won't allow. Because those are common names. Someone might have already taken those names. That's why you make it unique. Something I'm giving as test hyphen something, some characters, special characters, numbers. You can see. So they're throwing many errors. Okay, they're throwing many errors. See, what is this? Bucket names must not contain uppercase characters. So you can't use uppercase characters in bucket names. Bucket names contains invalid characters. See, these are invalid characters. That means while giving names to buckets, okay, names to buckets, we need to follow some restriction. There are some conditions, that you need to follow. Some restrictions are there. Make sure you are giving name as per the guidelines that they have given. If you want to see those rules, you can see rules for bucket naming. Open in a new tab. Yeah, here you just read all these on by one. Bucket names must be between 3 to 63 characters long. Minimum 3, maximum 63. Okay, long, its length. Bucket names can consist only of lowercase, very important, only lowercase, numbers, dots, and hyphens. That's it. Except these things, you cannot use any other symbol in any of them. You can use lowercase, numbers, these dots, and hyphens. Bucket names must begin and end with letters or number. See, you can use all four, but beginning and ending of the name, that word, should be either letters or numbers. You can't use dots and hyphens at the beginning and ending. In between, you can use in between, but beginning and ending must be either letters or numbers. Okay. Bucket names must not be formatted as an IP address. Okay, must. That means you can give numbers. It doesn't mean that you are giving like an IP address. No, it won't tax. That is not allowed. Okay. Some prefixes and all they are giving X and some predefined keywords also you can't use. Bucket name must not end with suffix. Some suffix. Don't worry all these things. Yeah, so these are some restrictions. Okay. Now, generally what we do in companies, we give bucket names. While giving, we give either letters, numbers. In between, sometimes we give hyphens. Sometimes. Okay. Let me give any bucket names. Here I'm giving test hyphen random characters. I can use some numbers also. See, this is allowed. Lowercase, numbers, between hyphens. Yes. So whatever name that you want, you can do. I'm giving test hyphen. So now, where do you want to create this bucket? In which region? See, bucket names must be unique globally, but where do you want to create the bucket? While creating email, it will ask you, right? You are from which country? Same. So same like instance, always choose a region which is nearest to you. I'm going to choose, Mumbai. Okay. Now scroll down. Here, see, bucket by default, bucket is private. By default, bucket is private. If you want to make public, you can see you need to click here. See, block all public access. By default, it's blocked. Now uncheck. Yes, now it is private. Don't worry about all options. Just you need to worry about the first one. Then it is asking, hey, Sai, are you sure you want to make it public? Acknowledge. Just click here. Acknowledge. Just confirmation. Okay. No, I said number also. Either you can starting, ending can be either character or number. Okay. In between, you can use hyphens and dots. What's your name? Stealth something, right? Okay. So starting, ending should be either with number or letter. In between, you can use hyphens and dots. That's it. Yeah. Then you can see many other options like bucket versioning, tags and all, encryptions. See, all those things we are going to see later on. Okay. So don't worry, I'm not changing any of these things. Just click here, create bucket. That's it. Successfully, I have created one bucket. This is the name of the bucket and these region in which I have created. And right now bucket is public. You can see objects can be public. One more thing, this bucket object. If you want to access objects from outside, then first you need to make bucket public. Then only you can make object public. Remember that. Okay. See, this is one room. Inside one more room. If you want to go inside this room, this small room, first you need to open this main room door, right? Then only you can go inside that sub room, small room. Right? If you want to access this object first, you want to make bucket public, then object public. Both should be public. You can't have object public and bucket private. No. You're opening inside this door closed. You are closing this door and you're opening this room door and you are closing this one. Then no one can't even go inside this one, right? That is okay. So when did you create this date and time? Suppose I want to create bucket in some other region, Singapore. Now, yeah, create bucket. Okay, Singapore, Sing hyphen, some characters, some numbers, you can give, right? Okay, Sing hyphen. Now, where do you want to create these buckets? Here, I would like to create in Singapore. You can see Singapore location. Okay, then let's make it public. Acknowledge, create bucket. That's it. See here, you create bucket in any region. Still, you can see all buckets in the same dashboard. Correct here itself. But that is not the case with EC2. Okay, if you launch any instance in Mumbai, if you launch in Singapore, if you go to Singapore, you can see only Singapore servers. If you want to see Mumbai instance, you need to go to Mumbai region. But that is not the case with S3. You create bucket anywhere. All buckets you can see here only. Why? Because S3 is a global service. It's not region specific. You can see S3 does not require region selection. It is a global. You create bucket anywhere. All list of buckets you can see, which is not possible in EC2 section. See here, if I take you to EC2, you can see here it is showing Singapore. That means whatever instances that you can see, which are there in Singapore only. If I want to see Mumbai instances, then I need to go to Mumbai location. Then here you can see in Mumbai I have some Ansible related, so that's it. Because it's a region specific service, EC2, but S3 is a global service. Okay, fine. Now, yeah, bucket is ready. Now let's go inside the bucket. Just click on the bucket. Mumbai. Okay, let's go to Mumbai bucket. These are objects location. If you upload any object, those you can see from here. Some other options, properties, permissions, all those things we have seen, right? Like versioning, cross, replication and all, static website hosting. All those options you can find from these options. Yes, those we are going to see. But before that, first let me show you how to upload an object. If you want to upload, click here, upload. Okay. Now click here. You can directly upload files and folder also. That's up to you. Add files. You take any file or any folder. Okay, let me get any image of mine. Yeah, okay, fine. I have one image. Okay, you can see in my desktop, there is an image named Sai. Right, you can see one image. That's fine. Now, yeah, let me upload that image. See here, add files. Go to desktop. Sai. Now open. That's it. See, that's the image. That's the image JPG format. This is the size. I have uploaded that image. Now, here, go to permissions. Don't worry about all these things. We are going to see very, very clearly. But as of now, here, bucket is public. Bucket is public, but object we are uploading, by default, that will be private. So we need to make it public to access. So what you do, here, grant public read access. Okay, that means anyone can access this object. Now for confirmation, click here. Yes, I understood the risk. That means it is giving warning that everyone can access that object. Okay. Then that's it. Click here, upload. I have uploaded one object, right? Now just click here, close. After uploading, just close it. That's it. You can see in this bucket, there is one object called Sai, just now we have uploaded. You can see the size and all, and when you uploaded all those things. Now, if someone wants to access this object, okay, suppose I have uploaded one video in Google Drive. So if you want to access, you need to get the link, right? You need to access, you need to get the link. By using that only you can access, correct? So here also same thing. You go inside that object. Here you will see one link. That is what object you are. Okay. So by using this, anyone can able to access. Whoever uses this link, they can able to see the image which is there in my bucket. Okay, let me copy. Let me access like a normal user here. I open new tab. I'm accessing like a normal customer outside. Okay, enter. Whoever uses this link in this world, they can able to see my image. Okay, that is so because it is a public one. I made this one as public. Okay. Suppose I want to restrict. Okay, you can access. Let me paste in chartboard. Let me make it everyone. Okay. Paste. Enter. Then you also can able to access. For example, let's make it private. Okay. If you want to make it private, you can see here. So you can see one option, permissions. Okay, permissions. What do you do right now? Public read access is there. Danger symbol. That means everyone can access. Click here, edit. Yes, uncheck. Don't worry, others we will discuss. Just uncheck and save. That's it. Save. Now link remains same, guys, but hit refresh. Things will not work now. You can see. Correct. What is saying here? It is showing that access denied. It is not working. That is how it works. Now again, you want to make it public. What do you do? Simple, same, go to permissions. Edit. Give public read access. Select. And acknowledge. I understood the efforts and these and something. Save. Done. Now hit refresh. Now again, things will work. You can see. That is the difference between public and private. Now, suppose I want to delete object. So here, go to object bucket here. Yeah. Select that object. You can see here, you will find many options. You can say delete. Yes, for confirmation, type here. See what they're saying. To confirm deletion, type permanently delete in the text input field. So type here. Permanently delete. Then only this delete option will be enabled. Delete. Delete it successfully, then close. Okay. Then go back to bucket here. Here's how to delete bucket. Select bucket. Delete. See, if any object is there inside bucket, you can't delete bucket directly. If at all any objects are there in the bucket, you can't delete. First, you need to click on empty. Empty means first you need to delete objects inside the bucket. Then only you can delete the bucket. Right now we don't have any objects. So right now we can able to delete happily. Click here, delete. For confirmation, okay, give bucket name here. Just copy and paste. Just confirmation that yes, you want to delete. Then delete. Okay, that is how we can do it. Okay, this is what we do every day. This is our day-to-day usual activity. Okay, in companies. Okay, so Google Drive, what is the purpose of Google Drive? Just for storage only, right? So here S3 purpose is also storage only. Apart from that, we have other advantages that we use as per the requirement. But every day we use this only. Okay, create folders. Inside we keep files. And how to create a folder? Yeah, go inside bucket. Here you will get an option to create folder. Here you can see create folder. Inside you can keep objects, right? Everything you can do whatever you want. Okay. Now what we'll do? At bucket level and object level, we have so many options. Okay. At bucket level, we have so many options that we need to discuss. At object level also, we have so many options, those we need to discuss. So many options you can see, right? So what we'll do, we'll discuss all those options theoretically today. So that at least you'll understand the purpose of that option and where is the location of that option. And tomorrow onwards, we'll jump into lab session. Tomorrow we'll see versioning, how versioning works, how encryption works, how we enable static website hosting, all those things. So let's try to understand the meaning of each and every option. First at bucket level. See, I'm inside bucket. Now first step, objects. So these are place where you upload your objects. Okay. Then go to properties. See here, these are bucket overview, bucket name, and the way, which date you created. ARN means every bucket will have one unique name. This is the name for ourselves, for us to identify. But AWS will have one unique name. Just like we launch an instance has one ID. That is for AWS purpose. Same like bucket will have ARN, Amazon's resource name. Amazon's resource name. Okay, just like instance is having ID, bucket has ARN. Yeah, versioning we are going to enable from here. Versioning, right? Advantage of versioning. We can store an object in the form of versions, and we can recover deleted object. Yes, that tomorrow we are going to do it practically from here. Tags, we can give complete information for the bucket. See, this we are doing at bucket level. So we can give what is this bucket so and so. Why are we creating for so and so purpose? Okay, what is the data inside bucket? So and so data, like that. We can give complete description by using these tags. By using this here, we can encrypt objects inside bucket so that all objects will be converted to unreadable format, readable to unreadable format. Okay. Intelligent tiering and all. See at bucket, at S3 we have many options are there. At S3, many options are there. Some are important. Let me show you 3 levels of options. Okay, 3 stages. Some are very, very important. Those we are going to see both theoretically and practically. Lab, both we are going to see. Okay, whatever which I have shown in my PPT. In my PPT, I have shown you, right, versioning, static website hosting, transfer acceleration. Yeah, those are important. That's why we need to discuss theoretically and practically both. Some are not so important. Those we don't use in companies. But you should know theoretically what is what. Because in certification, sometimes they ask you, hey, what is that? What is this? Like that. Okay, these are only for certification. We don't use in companies. Some options are not at all important. Because recently they have added those options and some are not at all important. So those we are going to skip those options. So those important we are going to discuss theory and lab both. Okay, certification purpose we'll discuss theoretically, and some are not important we are going to leave. So today we are going to see this part. Okay, theoretically all options which are important. And tomorrow onwards we'll jump into lab session. These today we'll see all theoretically all options which are important for to work in companies and also for certification. Okay, so here which is not important you can remove this intelligent theory. Yeah, we are going to see this one where when I talk about classes and tiers, there I told you, right, there's a storage class called intelligent theory. Yeah, this option they have given there also. That's why you can ignore this one here. Server access logs. This is all about logging. Okay, suppose my bucket is in. Who tried to access my bucket? So those IP addresses will be captured, will be stored, those laptops IP addresses. Okay, it is just to log, to verify who tried to access my bucket. That is what we call server. Server means here bucket. Okay. Now cloud trail events. This is related to other service, cloud trail. So here also we used to access logs only, but in a much more detailed manner. Much more detailed manner. user activities, who tried to access, at what time, from which IP address, okay, what he did, okay, which bucket he dealt with. Like this part we are going to see where separate service they have given. You can see here CloudTrail. What is this? CloudTrail, complete log related service. CloudTrail. So even though it is related to S3, it's linked. Don't worry, that we are going to see in CloudTrail class. There you will understand. There I will show you how to enable S3 related things, EC2 related things, everything. So it's a complete log related, in depth. This is basic level, bucket level, but here in depth, everything will be captured. Notifications again, that we are going to see in our notification part. You can see there is one topic called SMS, simple notification service. You remember this we skipped in auto scaling also. While discussing auto scaling also, we got that option. That time we skipped it because that's a separate service. So when I explain that service, then you'll understand this. Then transfer acceleration, already you know theoretically. If you want to upload data within less time by taking advantage of edge locations, that time we use transfer acceleration that we are going to see from there. Object lock. See, if you enable this object lock, first of all, versioning. What is the purpose of versioning? Even though if you delete any object by mistake, you can recover that object, right? But if you enable object lock, it won't even allow you to delete. It won't even allow you to delete. Okay. Versioning allows you to delete that object, but you can recover. But object lock, if you enable, you can't, it won't even allow you to delete object. Okay. See, versioning, you know, and object lock, these we apply at bucket level. Bucket level means that will be applicable to all objects. Applicable to objects. So you can recover deleted object, but you can't recover deleted bucket. Okay, these you enable at bucket level. That means those will be applicable to all objects inside the bucket, not to bucket. So if you delete any object, you can recover object, but if you delete bucket, you can't recover. There is no such option. Okay. Requester pays. Requester pays means, see, this is my bucket in Mumbai. This is your bucket in Singapore. Now I am copying something from here to here. Okay. Oh, okay. Here I'll tell you one more thing. Okay. This is my bucket in my account. My account. Sorry. We can copy data from bucket from one account to bucket in another account also. Suppose Hari's AWS account. So I'm copying the data. See, who will get the bill while copying? We use AWS Internet. So who should get that bill? That bill generally Sai gets. Sai, you know, that bill will be shown in Sai's account. But who is getting benefit out of this? I'm copying the data, but Hari is getting benefit out of this. So what you can do, you can enable this requester place. If you enable this one, whoever is requesting for the data, this bill will be transferred to his account. That means here, when enabled, the requester pays for request and data transfer cost. Okay, not the one who is initiating that, you know, copy. Okay, that is requester pays. Okay. Static website hosting, that already we have seen theoretically. By using S3, we can host websites. That we can enable from. We are going to enable from here. Okay. See, today I'm explaining the theory part of theoretically and the location of that option. So tomorrow we'll see all these things practically one by one. Go to permissions. See here, there are different types of permission they are giving, but mainly the one that we deal with, that is, you know, ACL permissions. ACL permissions, access control list. Okay, that's what you can able to see here. Yeah. Here you can see one more thing. While creating bucket, okay. Here you can see, while creating buckets, see, they are giving one option that you can make it public or private. But while creating, we made public, you know, we make it public, right? Okay, that's why you can see these things. While creating bucket, we made bucket public, right? That's why you can see it is showing off. Okay. So there are two types of ACL permissions. One is while creating bucket, you can see that option. Those are these things. Apart from that, if you scroll down, you can see this is one more type. Okay, one more type. So ACL permissions, access control list. These anyways we are going to see. Just today I'm showing that option. This ACL deals with permissions. Okay, the difference and all we are going to see practically when I show you this one tomorrow. So this one at ACLs, there are two types of permissions. One is this one, and the one is this one. There are one more type of permission that is not ACL. That is bucket policy we call. That bucket policy, which is not important for you, because here we need to write JSON script. See, written in JSON script. That's why this kind of permission that you don't need, because for that you should know scripting part. JSON, no need actually. Let me show you. Sample bucket. What is this? It's a bucket policy, right? Sample bucket policy. Go to images. You can see we write script. This is what JSON script. Okay, that's why you can ignore this. So with respect to permissions, we are going to deal with ACLs. In that there are two levels of ACLs. One is the first one that you can see. Okay, this one and this one. Okay. So bucket policy, you can ignore this one here, which is not required because we use JSON. In the same manner, if you scroll down, you can see cross-region resource sharing, CORS. Here also not so important. Why? Because here also we write the script, JSON script. Let me show you. Sample CORS. Go to images. Yeah, here we write script. You can see. You can see CORS configuration. So that's why this is scripting related. So you need not worry. But I'll tell you what is this CORS today itself. Simple. This is a bucket. Okay, in Mumbai. This is bucket somewhere in assume that Australia, Sydney. Okay. Now in my Mumbai bucket, I'm hosting one website. You know, right? You can host a website, study website hosting. Okay, that web content is there, but some 70% is there. Remaining 30%, which is there in Sydney bucket. Okay, that is there in Sydney bucket. Remaining 30% of web content. Now, when my customers access to my Mumbai bucket, my customers are from India. They are accessing the bucket. That data, 70% web content. But remaining 30% is here. Then what do you do? Either you can copy here. You copy that 30% here. But sometimes some countries, they won't allow to copy their content. They don't allow to cross their data, their borders related to the data. What kind of data? Sometimes they won't allow. In that case, you can't copy the data, correct? That's a problem. Sometimes, okay. What you can do here, one more choice with you. Okay, that is you can give customers access directly to Sydney bucket. But here the problem is customers are there in India, but bucket is in Sydney. Obviously, latency is there. It takes a lot of time to access. So it takes latency. Okay, see, copying the data is different, accessing the data is different. I'm watching YouTube video. It doesn't mean that I'm copying entire YouTube content. No, I'm accessing that website, but I'm not copying the data. Correct. So here the problem is latency. Now, how to address this issue? To address, we use CORS. If you enable CORS, then what actually happens? These requests will be routed from my bucket to Sydney bucket. See here. This routing the request from bucket to another bucket. Now, what kind of advantage we are getting here? First of all, see here there won't be any latency because bucket to bucket they have high-speed internet connections. That's why it is pretty fast. If they access directly, it depends upon their home internet, right? Obviously, that is pretty slow. But here AWS, it has high-speed internet connections, bucket to bucket. It won't take much time. At the same time, they are not copying the content, they are accessing the data only. You can see from, but bucket to bucket, routing the request from one bucket to another bucket. That is cross-origin resource sharing, sharing the resources which are in different origins, cross-origin. Okay, routing request from bucket to another bucket. That is what CORS. But anyways, that won't happen because we can copy the content. Rarely company countries put their restrictions and all, so that won't be an issue. But again, for that you need to write the script. Okay, remember that. Then go to metrics. Okay, this here, some 2 to 3 replication. Yeah, this section is not at all important. That is coming under this category, which is not important. Then management. Here you can see lifecycle loops. These are places where we enable lifecycle. Okay, connecting all, linking all classes. That is what lifecycle. Then replication. Yeah, this is how we copy data from one bucket to another bucket automatically. Either we can do it manually or automatically. So we can. Okay, so this is how we copy data from one bucket to another bucket. Okay, so automatically that we are going to read from here. Inventory management, and again, this you can ignore. Inventory configuration, which is not important, and access points also. This also you can ignore because these are not at all important. Okay, so whatever we discussed, just remember those things only. So this is at bucket level. Now let me upload one object, and we'll find many options at object level also. Go to object, upload any object, add files, take any object in Notepad, whatever you want to take, and that's it, upload. So go to permissions, make it public, acknowledge and close. That's it. Find my object is there. Now at object level also you can see many options. I mean, no, you go inside object. These are bucket level. You go inside object. When you go inside object, yes, these are object related options. The first one is properties. It shows complete information about object properties, like the date, time, size and all, just the link that we use to access some basic information. Okay. Then versioning. Sorry, here. What is this? Yeah, enabling versioning. Actually, even though they are giving this option here, but we enable versioning at bucket level itself. That we deal with bucket level itself. Okay, so you can ignore this one. Object lock. Whatever we have seen at bucket level, that applicable to all objects. But whatever you can see, this applicable to this particular object. Locking objects. Okay, it won't allow us to delete that object. Now storage class, we discussed, right? Different classes. We can keep objects in different classes as per the importance of that object, like S3, standard IA, one zone IA, right? All those things. That's it. Encryption. This encryption, whatever we have seen at bucket level, that applicable to all objects. But here, this applicable to this particular object. Okay, if you encrypt this, only this object will be encrypted. Tags, giving complete information to this particular object. What is that object? So and so. Why I'm creating so and so, like that. Metadata is also kind of tags only, but with small differences. That also we are going to see with small differences. Simple. What actually happens? In tag, we give key and value, like name so and so, purpose so and so. So key and value we give both, but in metadata there are predefined keys are there. Predefined. Just we need to give value only. Predefined keys are there. That's a difference. Okay, object lock, they are giving 2 locations. Okay, this is just the information they are giving. Okay, but actually that option is here. Object. Okay, this is the overview page. Don't worry, these are not Replication and all, yes, we are going to see that those are mainly at bucket level. Okay. Then go to permissions. Yes, these are object level permissions. See, whatever ACLs we have seen, those were at bucket level. Okay, if you enable though that I told you, right, you can make bucket public. That already we have seen there. This is object level. So if you make object public, then only you can access. Here I made object public while uploading. That's why everyone can access. These are object level ACLs permissions. Then versioning and all, don't worry. Here it is not related to this one. That we deal. That same option you can see they have given here also somewhere. We have seen, right, versioning here. That actually at bucket level versioning. If you enable at bucket level, that applicable to all objects. Okay, as of now, we can't enable versioning at individual object level. That we enable at bucket level only. So here enable bucket versioning. That is at bucket level only. That means that applicable to all objects. Okay. So these are some object related options and all. Okay. That is some bucket related options, object related options. So what we'll do in tomorrow's class, we'll see all these things one by one practically. Okay. So how to enable versioning and all, how to enable static website hosting, all those things practically we are going to see one by one. Okay, whatever which I have shown you in my PPT. Okay. Yeah. So that's it. And after finishing work, what you do, select this bucket and delete. Okay. Some options are which are user friendly. So if you click on download, all objects will be downloaded. You go inside bucket also. Sorry. Yeah. This object, right? Select that object. See, download. This object will be downloaded. Okay. Copy URL. That link will be copied. Okay. And open, that object will be, this will be opened if you click here. Delete actions here. You copy, move, you can move to some other bucket. You can download as while giving, you can download by giving some name. You can rename that object. So these are, you can create folder. These are kind of user friendly options. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Now, if you have any doubts, you can go ahead.
Yes, maybe say general one. So I'm actually still confused. Why do we use volume and storage, S3 and database?
Simple. See, you are using Google Drive, correct?
Yes.
And in your laptop, you have storage also, C drive, D drive.
Yes.
Correct. What is the difference? One is internal storage, which is inside your computer. One is cloud storage, external storage. Correct?
Yes, yes.
If you want to access your D drive, you need to log into this laptop, then only you can access, correct?
Right.
But if you want to access Google Drive, you can access from anywhere, correct?
Yes.
So EBS volume is like a C drive, D drive.
Yes.
To access to, you need to go inside EC2.
Yes.
But S3, you need not to go inside EC2.
Yes.
Got it? That is the difference.
Yes. Yes. Okay, now clear. And database is something different.
Database is something different. That we'll see in database section.
Okay. Yeah. Now clear. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Hello, sir.
Yes, please.
Sir, how much of space we can upload files we are in free tier?
Free tier, yeah, 5 GB, 5 GB. So there is no bill for bucket. You can get any number of buckets. There is no problem for that. But the maximum size you can utilize 5 GB if you want to be in free tier.
Means total 5 GB.
Total 5 GB in your entire account.
Okay. Sir, what is the difference between copy S3 URI and copy URL?
See, let's verify. Just copy. Copied. And let me paste here. Okay. Let me copy other one also. Copy S3 URI. URI actually option, I think they have given. Actually, that's URL. Let me verify. Okay. See here, bucket name, which are complete region name and all they're giving. Southeast means Singapore. And object name, but they're giving, they are not giving region name. HTTPS link they are giving. Okay, let me verify. because I thought it was URL, but they have given URI. I don't know what is URI. Let me just, I have copied this one URL. Let me paste here. Yes, that means it's a bucket, that object level link. So see here, you go inside object, you click this link, or instead of going and getting this link directly, you can select that object, you click here, both are same, right? Now come into copy S3 URI, just copy and paste. Let's see what it shows. Open WinHCP S3 clients only. Website wants to open this application. Okay, this is not to access, this is just they are giving to verify what kind of, 1 second, let me paste here. Just they are giving bucket name and inside that object name. This is not to access, this is just to verify that is in which object and what is that is in which bucket and what is the object name. That's it. Simple. I mean, don't worry about these too much. This is what we use to access that particular object. Okay.
Okay.
You can see some many options which are pretty new. Actually, they are not so important because every now and then they are modifying these S3 options. But actually in companies, we use for storage only. In fact, these lifecycle management, versioning and all, these are also we don't use on day-to-day basis. Okay, Google Drive is there. That mainly we are using for storage. Apart from that, in Google Drive also, there are few other options they are giving. Okay, but those we don't do every day, right? That is so.
Sir, in company, we are not going to use matrices or management.
No, we don't use. Okay. Those
Okay.
are kind of new options which are not important.
Okay, sir.
Sai, that storage would be 5 GB or 5 TB?
5 GB. No, here free tier. I'm talking about free tier.
Okay.
That 5 TB, it was, one file should not exceed 5 TB.
Oh, okay.
That's it.
Sai, like Google Drive, suppose someone uploaded some videos and all, some files. So to access, like we'll use that Gmail and all. So here, like once you created or uploaded file in S3, like how to access that stuff?
See, tell me one thing. If you want to access Google Drive's image or video, do you need to have Google's account?
So for what I thought is, yes, I don't know really, because since we have the Gmail and all accounts, so I thought like it should be mandatory, but I'm not really not aware.
Okay, actually, there if we give public access, anyone can access that. If you give public access, so here we are giving public access, right? Then that's why anyone can access. Here they don't need AWS account.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So other third party, it's not really required to have the AWS account.
Yeah, right.
Okay, by using this link, what are the provided by the person, like we can open.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Sai, while copying object URL, we are getting HTTPS port, but we have not installed any SLL certificate.
Yeah, see, few things here. What is HTTPS? Simple. We are uploading, right? We have uploaded and we are accessing. Right now, bucket is somewhere with AWS, correct?
Right.
Right now, my laptop is Pune. Now, if it was instance, then my web server, then we need to buy self certificates and all. But S3 and all for them by default HTTPS enabled. Okay, when you try to access this object, your request will go and come in an encrypted manner only. So that by default it works. Okay, by default SSL is enabled, HTTPS is enabled for that. Got it?
Okay, got it.
Any more doubts?
Hello, Sai.
Yes, please.
If you want to access this bucket using another bucket, like we do, like another bucket, we are accessing in Google Drive, right? Shared tab, you are giving access. So likewise, is there any tabs?
Tab? What tab? I'm not getting. What do you mean by tab?
I mean, in Google Drive, we are accessing your videos through the shared tab.
Right. See, simple. Here, what I do, I upload my video here. Here, upload. By clicking this, I'll upload my video. So if you want to see that video, what I do, see here. Yeah, this link I am copy. I'm going to share that one to you. Okay. By using that link, you can watch my video. Understood?
So if you want to show it from another bucket, can we like if I share?
Yes, we can copy, we can move everything we are going to see tomorrow.
Okay.
Fine, guys. That's it for today. Now let me show you how to delete. See, this bucket is not empty. Having object inside it. Now you can't delete. See here, when I click on delete, it throws error. You can see, hey, it is saying that, hey, Sai, this bucket is not empty. First, we need to empty that bucket. So here, click on empty. For confirmation, type here, permanently delete. So that all objects will be deleted permanently inside bucket. Empty. That's it. Objects got deleted. Now you delete. Here, click on delete. For confirmation, give bucket name. Paste here. Delete. That's it. Okay, so that's it for today, guys. Thank you all. See you in tomorrow's class. Tomorrow we'll see lab session. Okay.
So, say just one question.
Yeah, please go ahead.
So, like means we are going to delete our instances once our work is done. So, similarly, here also we have to delete.
Yes. Kind of similarly, same thing.
Okay.
Sai, I just want to know that what if we want to access bucket from Linux server? So what path we have to enter?
See, if you want to access from Linux server,
yes.
See, simple. If you want to access any of these objects, we are going to share that link to you, right? That link you need to paste in browser, correct? But in Linux instance, you won't get any browser because that's a command line.
Yes.
Correct. So we can't do that from there. No, accessing images and all you can't see, graphical things. Because in Linux itself, graphical is not there.
Yes.
But we can access the files having data and all those, we can do it. So that I'm going to show you when I link S3 with EC2.
Yes.
S3 with EC2. That we are going to see in IAM class.
Okay.
There we link both. Okay.
Okay.
That time we can transfer some data from here to there to here. Like that.
Okay. And what is KMS? KMS key?
Yeah, that is encryption is right. Encryption.
Yeah.
So to encrypt, we use some encryption keys. One of the encryption keys is KMS.
Okay.
Key management service.
Okay.
Okay. But you need not remember this KMS. Just remember encryption. That word is enough. Okay.
Okay.
So one last doubt. Hello.
Yes, please.
Sir, if I upload a file of 1 GB and I didn't delete that file for 20 days, can I get a bill?
No. You can have 5 GB for 1 year.
1 year.
Okay. 1 year.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay.
Sai, after uploading the video, public can download that video?
If you give access. Okay. If you give public access, then they can able to download. Okay. Yeah, that anyways we'll see that one.
Okay. Sai, are there any options to have vertical scaling?
No, here there is no scaling, nothing. Here, first of all, no need any scaling here. You upload any amount of objects that you want, that's it.
I'm talking about general scaling, not this.
In EC2, vertical scaling.
Yeah.
Already we have seen it in volumes, there. We have shown you, right, how to increase the CPU and RAM, how to increase or decrease the hard disk and all.
Okay.
Right? That is
I've not gone through that video.
Okay, just go to that one. Already we discussed those things.
Okay. Thank you.
Fine. Thank you all, guys. See you in tomorrow's class. Okay. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you, sir.
Bye.
Thank you, Sai.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sai.
Thank you.